Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, how an ancient law protecting white women from sex slavery is connected to Diddy and actually R. Kelly's case. Yeah, I found this article. It was written by Kaylin Womack from the Root publication, and I wanted to share it with you all. Now, the question is, how did a 1910 law created for protecting white women from becoming sex slaves wind up being used against Sean Diddy Combs and his federal sex trafficking case? Well, it goes a little like this. Now, Combs was hit with a federal indictment citing charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution on September 17, 2024. Now, you know where else we saw these charges appear? Yeah, they were also cited in the case against R&B singer R. Kelly in 2021. Now, the common thread between both of these cases, the two and the weapon federal prosecutors plan on pressing Combs with is the Mann Act. Now, let me tell you what the Mann Act was. Now, the Mann Act was originally known as the White Slave Traffic Act of 1910, and it's a federal law created to make the use of commerce to transport women for immoral purposes illegally. Now, this is according to Cornell's Law School's Legal Information Institute. Now, back then, the law spawned from the investigation into immigrant causing white women to go into prostitution. A claim that said that the immigrant men would lure young white women into what they call, quote, white slavery. However, the term immoral purpose was broadly applied in many cases, especially consensual sexual relationships between white women and black men. Now, by 1986, the act had a few changes, like keeping consensual premarital and interracial relationships from facing prosecution and encapsulating issues of child pornography and replacing the word immoral purpose with any sexual activity for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense. You get me? Yeah. Now, by 2021, we saw the black community's cherished love songwriter go down under this very law. Yeah, the bump and grind singer in September of 2021 was convicted on 9 counts, 8 of which were violations of, you guessed it, the Mann Act. Now, prosecutors alleged R. Kelly abused his celebrity status to target girls, boys, and young women for his own sexual gratification, citing incidents dating back to 2009. Now, in one case, Kelly was accused of arranging for a 16-year-old girl to move into his Illinois residence for illegal sexual activity. This was according to the Department of Justice. Now, he also arranged the transportation of a 17-year-old girl from New York City to Oakland for the same crime. Both girls were under the age of consent. Now, the Department of Justice also said he flew two more young women across the country to meet him for the sake of illegal sexual activity, while also failing to notify them that he had contracted an incurable sexual transmitted disease. And that's a crime. Now, Diddy's allegation. Now, as far as Diddy's concerned, the DOJ alleges the same as they did R. Kelly, relying on his power as a leader of a multifaceted business empire to abuse and exploit women. Now, from 2008, the feds claim that Diddy transported sex workers across state lines to engage in frequent and sometimes days long sexual activities, which were labeled as freak offs. Now, It is still under investigation whether these individuals were of age to consent in the respective states they were allegedly transported to. However, prosecutors claim that upon the transportation of those individuals, Diddy committed crimes including physical abuse, sexual abuse, and the distribution of narcotics while using his goons to conceal the act from law enforcement. Mm. Well, you may ask, what's next? Now, Combs' defense attorney, former Manhattan Assistant District Attorney Mark Agnifilo, revealed a bit of his angle for fighting the allegations by suggesting the relations between Diddy and alleged victims were consensual. Now, specifically, he targeted the sex trafficking claim made in singer Cassandra Cassie Ventura lawsuit, where she alleged Diddy would fly in male sex workers to perform acts with her. Now, in a September 17 hearing, his attorney said upon interviewing the male sex workers, they denied non consensual acts, as well as any participant being too drunk or too high to consent. But because Mr. Combs provided for these women because they were in love, he was in love with her and she with him, that somehow this exerted some sort of control that overwhelmed her free will. Now, this is what Anifilo, according to court documents, says. Does everybody have experience Does everybody have experience with being intimate this way? No. Is it sex trafficking? No. Not if everybody wants to be there. Well, if he thinks that he's going to get Diddy out by those means, I got some property, about 1,000 acres I can sell him back down in El Segundo. Because I don't care how he put it, it was a crime. Okay, that's just like R. Kelly. R. Kelly lawyers argued that everybody, well, R. Kelly's victims, we can all say, were underage. Well, what we're hearing about Diddy's, I mean, they were underage. 10-year-old, we heard of 10-year-old, 13-year-old. I mean, it's getting lower and lower every day. So, I haven't went to law school, but guess what? I don't think Diddy's getting out of this. And he's on his fourth appeal for a bail, and it's going to be denied. So he might as well get comfortable where he is, because this is going to be his home. And with his family, they have put on a all front, like they're behind him 100%. And his mother has spoken out that, oh, he's not the monster that you all portrayed him, and just because he wasn't out front about being violent with an old girlfriend, she's acting like this was just a little minor thing that her son did. I don't care, mama. Yeah. You raised this monster, and he is a monster. And it's ridiculous how his son, Christian King Combs, is trying to follow in his father's footsteps. I mean, the other day, he went on his father's Instagram and announced, like anybody was worried about who was going to take over his Instagram account, he declared that he would be taking over his father's Instagram account and be posting nothing but positive things about his father and positive memories, and which he got slammed for doing that. Now, we know that's y'all father and y'all son. We do. But wrong is wrong and right is right. Well, how about that? A law that was created in 1910 to protect white women has been reversed, and now it protects all women. And I'm going to leave it with you all. What y'all think?
All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so very much for watching. And I hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always important, be blessed, y'all.